On this week's show, we travel to Marrakesh for the COP22. We take a look at the work of FightAid's Monaco. And finally, we check out the results of the 17th edition of the No Finish Line. 1 year after the historic agreement signed in Paris during the COP21, nearly 180 states were represented at the COP22 in Marrakesh. The aim of this conference was to implement the objectives laid out in the previous year in France. The Principality was the 100th country to ratify the Paris Agreement, a commitment that was confirmed with Prince Albert II's attendance in Morocco.
Il y a une volonté vraiment de faire vivre cet accord de Paris, de le faire entrer en vigueur.
There is a real will to make this Paris Agreement a reality, to implement it in countries that haven't done so yet, to continue in the same spirit as at the COP21 and to start concrete actions and set up the processes that will reduce greenhouse gases in countries in a sustainable way at all levels.
Et de réduction de gaz à effet de serre dans les pays et de durabilité vraiment à tous les niveaux.
During the COP22, the Sovereign Prince co-hosted a conference dedicated to oceans. It was a special day during which the theme of the oceans was officially added to the global agenda for action on climate change. The fight against plastic pollution was also discussed, as each year at least 8 million tonnes are poured into the sea. As a result, Monaco has decided to ban single-use plastic bags. Other countries should follow their footsteps very soon. FightAid's Monaco leapt into action just a few days before World AIDS Day on the 1st of December. All year round, the association, whose president is Princess Stephanie, organises many events, from its auction to raise funds to the annual gala. Their Test in the City campaign is an operation to increase awareness about AIDS, during which people can have a quick test done. This means that they can find out in a few minutes if they have AIDS or not.
C'est important parce que le problème avec le VIH, c'est justement de pouvoir dépister.
It's important because the problem with AIDS is to try and scan as many people as possible to be able to treat those affected and thereby limit the spread of the epidemic. We now know that with the proper medication it is no longer contagious. It is very important people are aware of their serological condition. People find it difficult to go to a screening centre despite it being anonymous and free. Here we go up to the people in a friendly and low-key manner. It prompts people to think about it. It's important to make the situation less official, to take it away from the hospital. As many people as possible need to be aware of their situation.
Pas le garder qu'en milieu hospitalier et que le plus de personnes possible soient au courant de leur statut.
Since 2012, the Test in the City operation has made possible the screening of 600 people. The next big event for FightAid's Monaco will be on the 1st of December as they deploy their quilts. It is one of the Principality's unmissable sports and charity events. The No Finish Line has just ended in Monaco and has achieved the challenge it set itself: to cover the distance to the moon. Over 392,000 kilometres were walked and run, which equates to €392,000 for children and future. All that hard work, day and night, during 7 days, will allow the association to undertake many actions. One of their projects is the funding of operations on young patients. Since 2004, the money raised has helped hundreds of children suffering from cardiac problems to get better. The adventure continues as we already know the dates for the next No Finish Line from the 12th to the 20th of November 2017. Since 2008, the Monaco Town Hall has been supporting the Planting for the Planet programme. It has since been rechristened Plant a Billion Trees and is a worldwide campaign for reforestation that involves all the countries of the United Nations. The Principality of Monaco is participating with its own programme called One Birth Equals One Tree. The principle is simple: for every child born in Monaco, a tree is planted. For this 9th edition, the site for the plantation is an area that had been damaged by a sizable forest fire a few years ago on the Principality's higher grounds. Exactly 1,067 trees have been planted. The plantation took on a symbolic meaning as the families of the children born in 2015 were invited. Since the beginning of the operation, almost 9,000 trees have been planted. Time to go. See you next week.